So today I'm going to be talking about how do we capture the whole daily range. So what I mean by this is how do I buy at the start of the day, at the low of the day, and how do I ride that move till my objective, my buy side objective, or till the high of the day. So this is what it means. And if I could just show you a simple schematic, we open up for the day. We use the midnight opening price. We go below, and then we go above, and then we close here. So what you want to do is, for example, this is your drawn liquidity, and this is your POI, right? So you gotta have your A, and then you have to have your B, right? So price goes from point A to point B, and once you have these identified and you have a clear drawn liquidity, which is point B, what you want to do is wait for price to open, manipulate. So if I could just put this right here, we opened up right here, we created some consolidation. This was the Judas swing, right? This was the London Judas swing, and one of the rules is uh, London low of day formed between 2 o'clock to 5 o'clock, 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock, and if the load is not formed till 4, we can extend it out to 5, but generally we want the low of day to be formed between 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock if it is a classic buy day, and the high of the day to be formed if it's a classic sell day, right? So this is a Judas swing. We displace, we go into the new week opening gap. So this is the new week opening up from last week. So this is during the macro, right? I should have had these marked out. Apologies for that. But this was a pretty raw lecture, right? So in this macro, we manipulated 310 from the low of the day, low of this London session. Once again, this move ends. We come back. I introduced a lot of intraday swept this into back in the low, failed to take this out. Then we went higher, started consolidating, came back down, formed relative equal lows. This was the New York AM Open. We opened up and we instantly manipulated lower into the new week opening up from last week, and it is just 5 minute uh, BISI, which was unmitigated. This was a fair value gap. Price came back into this. We started consolidating into this. We touched. Uh, Look how the bodies are closing at the top of the new week opening up, and we're not having the willingness to go below. So this was another algorithm signature. Came back down, failed to touch the new week opening up into this small fair value gap. Let me just show you this gap right here, right? Into this, we went back up higher, and right now, this is a daily high. This is a daily high, and this is the objective, which is all the way above here. This is the previous weekly high above the 25,000 figure. So this is where I'm anticipating price to reach today. So as outlined on my weekly outlook on my X, why do I want to see that? That has already been uh, established. I called it out beforehand, and now it's just the move that I was wanted to capture. So initially I entered at the midnight opening price. If I could just show you the executions, right? So this was a small short attempt. but I just quit at break even, almost the same candle. And then I entered here. I accidentally exited here, but then I used the PD array to enter here again, and then now I've been riding that move. So that is my goal. That now I do not want to see price come back below midnight opening price. This is in deep premium. The goal, if for